welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about my favorites from the month of June. Now normally everybody starts out these videos saying, oh, I can't believe how fast the month went, blah blah blah, and most of the time I feel the same way, but for some reason I felt like June just kind of drug on. I don't know why. I mean, it was a great month. We went on vacation. We did some other things like as a family. It was just a really good month. I don't know why. I just felt like it was never going to end. So maybe July will go faster or maybe it won't. I'm not really going to wish my life away, especially since after July I have to start getting up and making lunches again and all of that fun stuff that comes with having kids in school. So let's go ahead and talk about my favorites for this month. I don't have a ton, but I'm still probably going to talk a lot because that's just what I do. All of them, I have one skincare. I have one thing at the end I'm going to tell y'all about that's still beauty related, but it's not a product. So as always in my favorites videos, at least for the past 5 months, I have done a update on my dog Moose. Very quickly, if you are new, he is my English Mastiff puppy. He is now a little over 6 months old. He just turned 6 months last week. He is about 85 pounds. He's huge. And he's wonderful. We are starting training next month. I'm super excited about that. He doesn't really need it because he's such a good dog, but just, you know, like basic stuff. Like when I want you to come inside, I want you to come inside. I don't want you to look at me with your sad little puppy dog face because you don't want to come. Like that kind of stuff. So we're just going to do basic obedience. So we're excited to start trying that. And so I just kind of do like a little insert clip of him and how he's doing and how he's holding up. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to that real quick if you want to see Moose. If not, I'll put a timestamp of when you can skip over to me talking about makeup.
Then you freeze it, then you put it on the stick.
So let's get in. I don't have that much to talk about. Just go ahead and start. I'm going to start with my skincare favorite of the month. When I posted my updated AM skincare routine, someone asked if I could do an updated PM, and I told you that really it hadn't changed that much since I had last posted one, and I directed her to that video. However, a couple of things have changed. I bought a Tatcha set and I started using the 4 things that are in that set. And so I really didn't take anything out. I kind of just added stuff in. And this is one of the ones that I added in, and I have used this before. I did a long time ago. I'm not going to direct you to the video because it's quite embarrassing, but a long time ago I did a review video on a Tatcha 4-piece set. I wasn't like overly taken aback with awe in the products. Like I didn't think they did that much, but one of the products that I did like in that set, and I do remember saying that I would repurchase in a full size, was this. And since it came in this set, I was excited to try it. The other three things, I don't think I had tried before, maybe the cleansing oil. But this is the Tatcha Polished Classic Rice Enzyme Powder. I know it's probably not the first time you've heard about this product because it's not new or anything. It's not like a new launch to the Tatcha line. However, it really works for my skin, and the reason I like this is because you are dropping lids, you're exfoliating your face without being rough on it, without having like very large granules. Now I've talked a lot about how I love the Lancer exfoliator, and I still do. I always will. However, I would never feel comfortable using that every day on my face because it is a very strong physical exfoliator, and it's just not good to be that harsh on your skin every day. This one is a powder. It has a little dispenser at the top, and it just comes out as a powder. You make sure your hands are wet and your face is wet, and then you put a little bit of this powder and you rub it in and it becomes a paste, and then you just kind of wash your face. This is safe to use on your skin every day. I only use it like 4 times a week maybe, but it honestly will just make your skin feel so baby soft, and it really does a good job of exfoliating without hurting the top layer of your skin, which I think is very important. I don't think it's cheap. I think it's like $55 for this, but this is going to last you forever. I mean, I've used it for like 3 weeks now, and literally it's right there. I can see from in the inside. So, you know, it's going to take me a long time to get through this, and I totally think that it's worth that price. This says to avoid your eyes. Honestly, I don't avoid my eyes. I use this on my eyes and I have no issue with it, but you know, you're going to judge your face and skin better than me, so you just do what you're comfortable with. But I feel like that this, honestly, I use this as my cleansing step. So I'll go in with like a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm, which, by the way, whoever, I know like 2 or 3 of y'all recommended me the Hamish cleansing balm. I've only used it 3 times, so I didn't want to include it in this, but holy cow, that stuff gets your makeup off. Like, thank you for whoever recommended that, because I promptly went onto Amazon and bought it, and I am loving it. But anyways, I go in with either an oil or a balm, and then I go in with this as my cleanser and exfoliator in one. And honestly, like, my face, all the makeup's off. It feels really smooth. It's not stripped. It's not dry. I just really like this. So if maybe you don't feel comfortable, or if you have really sensitive skin that kind of reacts, because I know a lot of people get super red with physical exfoliants, I would totally check that out. Okay, this is kind of skincare, but really I use it in my makeup routine, and it's the Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. Now this is the baby version. I've already gone through one of these. I got this in one of the like bags in Ulta where it's $125 free gift or something, or you spend that much and you get this free gift. I got it in one of those. I took it with me on my cruise, and I fell head over heels in love. Now, yes, I have used the rosewater one, and I wasn't a huge fan. I didn't feel like it did for my face or my skin what so many people in the reviews said that it did for them. Maybe it's because I'm not a huge fan of like a rose scent. I don't know. But this one, I love. Like, I'm going to spray it right now. I haven't sprayed it in a couple minutes. It just feels so good. For some reason, it feels a lot more cooling and refreshing than the rosewater one, and it will make your makeup look amazing. I use this before I put my makeup on. I use it after I put my makeup on. I don't always set my face because I don't really require it. Like, I don't have a super oily face. I don't feel like my makeup really budges that much. But I always like to kind of take down the powdery look, and so I always use some type of spray, and this one is amazing. I had it in my Ulta cart to buy a whole nother big one to refill this one because I like this small size. And a friend of mine sent me a big one, not knowing that I loved it, but I'm like, this is perfect. So I've already refilled this and really do like it. So if you're a fan of the rosewater spray, try that one out. If you don't like the rosewater spray, try that one out. I think you will like it. The complexion product that I've been loving this month is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. I use this in my daytime vacation, summer vacation look. I so look forward to using this every day that I do. And when I don't, like when I'm trying to test out a new foundation for y'all or something like that and I don't use it, I'm kind of sad because my face and skin looks so healthy with this on. It doesn't look overdone. It's not like a mask or anything. It just looks healthy, and it makes your skin super soft. It's got the perfect amount of dewy radiance to it without being like overboard. It's just gorgeous. It does have an SPF 30, and I'm in the color Desert 6.5. If you did not see that tutorial, really, I can't say anything bad about it. It's up there with my Philosophy Skin Tint. It stays all day. It's just the kind of foundation that I am leaning towards right now in my life, is the sheer to light medium coverage foundations. I don't want something to be heavy. I don't want something to be matte. I don't want something to cover my face. I want to kind of appreciate my skin by not covering it up so much. And this and like the Philosophy Skin Tint, and I don't know, what else have I been loving? Even the Urban Decay Naked One and Done. A friend of mine, the same friend that sent me the spray, sent me that too, and I'm really liking it. Because it's not like an in-your-face type of product. It doesn't give you a mask. I don't want to look like someone different. I just want to look like a put-together version of me. And these are the kind of complexion products that I reach for. And this one is the one that I've loved this month. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still abusing and using my Philosophy Skin Tint. But this is kind of the same thing, just with better packaging, because I know the only con and thing I didn't like about the skin tint was the packaging. So this is very travel friendly. Now this one is a bronzer, and I took this with me on my cruise. It's what I used every single day I wore makeup, and I really reached for it a lot since. And of course I don't have it on today because I honestly didn't know that I was going to film today. But it's the Urban Decay Beached Bronzer in Bronzed. So this is the darker version. I think the other one's like called Sunkissed or something. So this is not new. I think they came out with it last summer, but thank goodness it's permanent because I was very late on the train. I don't normally gravitate towards bronzers that are this warm looking. So I was a little iffy about it, but I tried it anyways, and I really, really liked it. I don't know that this is going to suit me in the winter when I don't have a little bit more color on, but another one that I wanted to tell you about that I got after I got back from my cruise, but it's almost really similar, is the new LC Cosmetics bronzers, and they come in this really chic like black packaging, and this is the color medium. So you can see they're not that different. They both have a very warm undertone. Let me see if I can get it to focus. So if you have the color bronzed and you've been wanting the LC ones, medium is probably going to be the one you want to get. I have been enjoying both of them. Again, neither one is what I have on my skin today, but I have really been enjoying both of those. I've been using the Urban Decay one a little bit more because I got it. I've had it for a while, and I just got the LC a couple weeks ago. All right, 2 more makeup products. This is what I have on my eyes today. I have featured this, I know I have, in a favorites before. Okay, I had to stop real quick and make sure you could even still get this because it is technically limited edition. Again, I know I've talked about it before. I had it in my giveaway. It's what I have on my eyes today. It never fails me, and I honestly think that you need this palette. This is the Narcissist Loaded palette. Now, let me say real quick, because I just said I think you need this palette. I've watched a couple of videos lately, and there's been a couple of people that are kind of like on a beauty influencer like strike and think that, you know, all YouTubers do is tell you you need stuff and, you know, makeup is not a necessity. And I get that, okay? I get that. I hope to goodness that anybody who has watched more than one of my videos or even just one of them realizes that this is not like my life. Like, this is not what I eat, sleep, and breathe. It is a love of mine, but it is not a necessity, okay? So anytime I say, you need this palette, you really need to go out, which I don't feel like I say that about a ton of products. I might say that I love it, but like unless it's a foundation, like I feel like I tell you, I'm rambling, y'all. I don't know, I'm getting heated about this for some reason. But I feel like I tell y'all, stop what you're doing, open another tab and get this when I'm super serious about something. And I feel like I've only said like 3 or 4 times on my channel when I'm really serious about a product and how much I think you will love it because I love it so much. So please take when I get like into the heat of something because I like it so much, when I say you need this palette, you need this foundation, you need this, please take it with a grain of salt. You don't need makeup to survive. You don't need makeup to be happy. It's fun. It's entertaining. It is that. I mean, it's fun. It's not a necessity. So I just want to kind of obviously go on a tangent right there and let you know that and do like a little disclaimer, which I probably shouldn't have to, but I wanted to. Now, the Narcissist Loaded palette. And like I said, I know I've talked about this before, but there's nothing bad about this palette. Nothing. I feel like the formula is a little bit different than some of their older shadows, especially the single ones like Coconut Grove and Bengal, and even some of their old shadow palettes. I do feel like the formula is different, and I feel like it's better. It's not as dry. NARS shadows have a tendency to be kind of dry, which is not always a bad thing, but they're not the easiest to work with sometimes, and their pigment is sometimes lacking. That is not the case with this at all. Did I talk about this last month? Maybe I'll put it in 2 favorites. I don't know, but that tells you how much I love it and how much I use it. When I want something that's quick and I know is going to look good, I use this. And every time I use this, even if I don't like some of the way some of my other makeup looks on me, I feel like I still look put together and very presentable versus if I wore something else with the same face makeup that I had on. Does that make sense? I don't know. There's something about this palette and the colors in it that just bring everything together. Obviously, if you don't like warm colors, you're not going to like this palette, so you're going to skip it. You know that. Like, I'm not speaking to you if you don't like warm colors. But if you do you have all these colors? Probably. But they're not, I don't have them all together like this. Like, I could make probably a Makeup Geek palette similar to this, but this gold, I really don't have something that's that yellow gold. I love this bronze color right now, right here. This is what I have. I have this color in my crease, and I have those gold and bronze on my lid, and I love this taupe color. It's a cool tone color. This one is a little more cool toned and neutral. Just very well thought out palette in my opinion, and because it is limited edition, if you do like these kind of colors and you haven't tried this, I do urge you to check it out. if you're in the market for a new eyeshadow palette, I highly recommend that over some of the other eyeshadow palettes that have been launched lately. Just gonna leave it at that. All right, and my last makeup favorite. This is actually, well, one of the things I have on my lips right now. The same set that this came in had one of the Bare Minerals Gin Nude lipsticks in Notorious. This color right here. Okay, my nails, y'all, I know. I'm getting them done Thursday, I know. This is not a color that I would necessarily reach for. It's a little bit bolder than, you know, that I'm really comfortable with. However, I did try it because it came in that kit, and I was very taken aback by how beautiful the formula was. I'd never tried one of the Gin Nude lipsticks before, and I really did enjoy it. Very moisturizing, not the longest lasting lipstick, but you're gonna find that with a moisturizing formula. Goes on super soft, does not accentuate my lines. I have very wrinkly lips, and it does not accentuate that, so I can't wear matte because of the situation I got going on. Just really pretty. So me being the person I am, get in my car the next day, I drive to the Bare Minerals boutique and I buy 3 more because they're that good. So these are the colors that I got. This one is called Crush, and it's pretty much, I mean, it's like a Barbie baby pink color. So then that's Notorious and that's Crush. And then I got Sexpot, which is what I mentioned wearing on my cruise pretty much every day, because these are so wonderful to take in your purse and put them on without a mirror. You do not need it. So this is like a nude, obviously, but it has more of a brown undertone to it. It's definitely not like a peachy or a pink nude. Now this color is what I have on my lips. I do have an Anastasia gloss over it, but this one is called Honeybun. And the girl working there talked me into this one, and it's that color right here. So you see that's Sexpot, which is a little bit lighter than Honeybun, which is definitely a dark nude. If you are darker than me, this would be a beautiful nude on you, or if you want something that has a little more color, definitely wear that too. I do have Anastasia Beverly Hills Butterscotch Gloss over it, but if I were to wear just it, it does tend to be a darker brown nude on me, which I actually don't hate. So the formula on those really can't be beat, and I highly suggest checking them out if you haven't, even if all you do is go like swatch them in store. They feel so good. Okay, and finally, this is not something I can show you, but I have a new pre-favorite, meaning that I am changing rooms. I am actually going to get my own beauty room. Right now I'm located in what we call like our bonus room. It's above the garage. I'm sure many of y'all know the type of room I'm talking about, but it's also like an office. It's like a TV. I have a TV over here. It's like a TV room. My kids have some toys over in that section, even though most of the time they just play in their room. And so it's just kind of like a smorgasbord of stuff. And what we decided to do was take my youngest daughter's room, move her in here. So it's not gonna be a playroom anymore. It's gonna be like her room, a bedroom, and take all of my makeup stuff, move it into her room. I'm gonna make her room, I'm gonna paint it, I'm gonna make it strictly my beauty room so that I have somewhere specific for my clients to go. Because sometimes I'm like, you know, this is our office and a little bit of a playroom. Sometimes it's like, I just want my own place. So my husband, who you only briefly met in my Husband Does My Voiceover video, I really want to get him on film again soon, but he is super artistic. He paints, he designs, he like decorated our entire house. He's super artsy like that, very visual, and so he has already sketched out everything he's going to build for that room for me. I am so excited. So I'm telling you this because A, I know it's going to be a favorite, and B, I might be in a little bit of a transition mode. There might be a couple weeks I only get 2 videos up. There might be a couple weeks I don't have a background. You may just be looking at a wall. Like, you're just going to have to kind of bear with me because I know the final result will be totally worth it. So that is all of my favorites for this month. As always, I want to know what your favorite is, was, will be. I don't know. Just tell me what you were loving in the month of June. And be sure and subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any future videos. I thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a very blessed day.